All right, just about set to go. Getting the nod on the mound, Seth Lugo. What do you have on him, Siggy?
Well, coming into this game, hitters are batting under 250 against this starting pitcher. So it just shows you how effective he's been. He's been able to move his pitches around, add and subtract, change up the look so that hitters don't get too comfortable and start squaring up the baseball. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Ben Rice leading things off and takes a strike. This ball's chopped to the ground, and that one handled. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Here's a look at Aaron Boone's lineup for the Yankees. And Chris, this group has been struggling to put up runs lately.
Well, they haven't been on base a ton, and even when they are, they haven't been hitting very well with the runners on base. So they need a player or two to really step up, have some quality at bats, hit according to the situation, and sort of break out of this. I think if they do, the rest of this lineup will follow.
And Judge spoils that one. Judge batting second in today's lineup, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Just missed.
You know, Boog, Judge is one of those guys that leaves his mark on everything he does. Yes, he's great at baseball, but he's also known for working with charities and in his community. He's a special human, no doubt about that.
Down the middle for a strike. Gonna count 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Oh, that misses the zone, and the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Judge waits. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting third, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
2 down, bases empty, and here comes Bellinger. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Yankees nothing. Royals coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and on the mound now, Will Warren.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Jonathan India, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. In there, and it's 0-1. Pickoff move to second. No, India dives back in safely. The pitch. Now one
ball,
miss.
one strike.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. No outs, runner on second. Headed towards the corner. And that's a foul ball. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
2-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner at second, nobody out. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with one out.
Batting third, the third baseman, Michael.
And here now, the lineup for the Royals. Getting guys across the plate, not exactly a forte for them this year, as their offense is in the bottom third of the league in runs scored.
Boog, it becomes extremely frustrating, and then what happens is guys press, especially in run scoring opportunities and situations. And on top of that, I mean, you really make it harder on your pitcher. He feels like he's got to be perfect to go out there and win a ball game, or at least to put the team in a position to win a ball game. So they've got to figure out a way to relax, get those runners across when they have them on, and especially when they're in scoring position.
The 1-0. Swing and a ball popped up. Rice makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Vinny Pasquantino.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's the right fielder, Vinny Pasquantino. And a foul ball. Fouled off. He was late. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Lugo back to work. And there's a ball.
1-0.
And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Outside
Count is
low.
full.
And that's ball 3. On the ground. And they get Goldschmidt for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 13,
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. Hard hit to third. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Anthony Volpe now at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Right through there for a strike. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Next offering is fouled back.
Finish him.
And downstairs.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense. If you
throws to first in time, and the Yanks go quietly. Nothing across here this half. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And we're back. And now the veteran catcher, Salvador Perez.
Salvador Perez.
And the sweeper is in for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one. I'm always trying to figure out what exactly his zone is. It feels like it kind of moves around from game to game, sometimes inning to inning.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1-2.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't think he's ever way off with his balls and strikes, but yeah, I don't think it's easy to define what his zone is, like you said. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Jack Caglione steps in for the Royals. And that misses. And that is ball one. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Perez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Yeah, a big swing and a miss.
2-2.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Caglione checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and Freddie Ferguson says he went around.
Batting 7, the left fielder.
Drew Waters stands in.
Waters.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. And that one missing low. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Roll to short, could be 2. The underhand flip, 1 at second to first, not in time. Great effort there.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And next is the designated hitter, John Rave. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1.
1-1.
In the dirt, blocked. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Wong checks the runner. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two outs.
Ball.
And down on strikes he goes. That K is his 3rd of the game. 1 hit, 1 left. We played 2 full, no score. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. Just off the inside edge.
1-0.
In the dirt.
2-0.
Now 2-0. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 2-1. And he grounds one back up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. To second, there's one, but no throw to first as he'll hold on to it.
Batting up, the catcher, number 28, Austin.
And here's the catcher,
Wells.
Austin Wells.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
1-1.
In the dirt. Top of the 3rd, no score. The 1-1 is fouled off.
That's a ball. 2-2.
And a swing and a miss. Now 2 out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with a high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Rice in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. LeMahieu off of first with 2 away. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. The Yanks lead 1, and we are still scoreless. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now at the plate, Kyle Isbell. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a grounder foul first base side.
Ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Up next for the
Jonathan
Royals,
India at the plate.
second baseman,
Doubled his first time.
India.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Swings through the sweeper.
1-1.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got his second double of the game.
Everything came together for him. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And now here is Bobby Witt Jr. There's a strike.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. And that's in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
There's a line drive to left field. Bellinger hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Michael Garcia digs in now. First time up was a pop out. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Good late
1 ball, 1
sink
strike.
on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 and 2's the count.
And that one misses up and in. 2 and 2. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Grisham is there, makes the catch. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0. Back here in Kansas City, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Aaron Judge. And that's through there for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. 0-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. Next pitch is outside. Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. His first at bat was a strikeout. Bellinger, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed.
Inside.
Fourth inning underway. No score. In the air, out towards left center. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Pitch misses there, and that's ball one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-1.
And it is 2-1. 2 down, nobody on.
Balls,
top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. That one missed.
Finish him.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And next for New York, Jazz Chisholm Jr. Just missed.
1-0.
And that misses. And the count now 2-0. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
Two on, 2 outs.
Ball high.
And a count 1-2.
Finish him.
The shortstop takes the ball. And the 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. 2 left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. No score. here at Kauffman Stadium, ready to go, bottom four. And here is Vinny Pasquantino. That one fouled off.
Well, these Royals just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And that one fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Full count.
On its way to the corner, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
In an era with a lot of swing and miss and strikeouts, you gotta love an at-bat like this. No one giving in.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Pasquantino on at first, nobody out.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate, stay out of that double play.
And now 1-2.
1-2.
Got him. Foul tip, strike 3.
Well, I think he was waiting on the changeup right there, and he got it. It just drifted too far in on him. I think that pitch is just a little more out over the plate. Probably squares it up, but instead, he's going to have to go take a seat.
And here's the first baseman, Jack Caglione. He's 0 for 1. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Next to hit, Drew Waters.
Number 8.
0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. And that is out of play. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
Good job to fight that one off. Off the plate inside. Now 1-2. High fly ball out to center field. Grisham settles under it. Brings it in. And that is that. Royals leave one. Still no score. And we're back. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham.
Trent Grisham.
Lugo back to work. Foul ball there.
You know, these Yankees just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
And a swing and a miss. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. That's outside.
Nope,
ball 1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
No, that's low.
The offense
Ball.
needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
One out, base is empty. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Isbell makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The catcher, number 28,
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He was a strikeout victim his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Sliced hard but foul.
Finish him.
That misses, and the count is 1-2. That's a ball.
2-2.
Tried the sweeper. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
At the plate, Ben Rice. 0 for 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Finish him.
Runner at second, 2 down. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now it's the DH, John Rave. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga up and loosening in the pen. Yarbrough, a left-hander, also throwing. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning. And now it's Kyle Isbell. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
The two strikes may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2.
And there's a ball.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Next pitch is outside.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
And a swing and a miss. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball. And I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India. That one's upstairs, ball 1. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. Last half of inning number 5. Ground ball left side, could be 2. To second, that's 1. And that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Aaron Judge.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And ball 1 to the right fielder. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper.
Ball.
And Judge spoils that one. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Judge rips that one. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Bellinger up to the plate for the 3rd time as he looks at one down low. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Right side, India fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Goldschmidt.
Here is Goldschmidt. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Next offering upstairs. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
That misses.
No, that's
and
up.
now 3-1. Swing and a foul. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Go ahead, run on base. Chisholm will hit next. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Action in the pen down there. Noah Cameron appears to be getting loose. Cruz getting loose as well. Goldie off of first with 2 away. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That's in there. That is strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Got him looking. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. And we still have no score. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jonathan
Now
Loaisiga.
pitching for New York, number 43, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Bobby Witt Jr.
Leading
getting
up
ready
for
to
the
hit.
Royals,
This guy is one of the
shortstop,
best
Bobby
athletes in the sport.
Witt Jr.
You know, Boog, this is a player with some serious speed. In 2023, he became the first player in 20 years to record 2 infield hits and an inside-the-park home run in the same game.
Next offering is down low. Fought off foul. Loizaga fires. And that's through there for a strike. And the count is even 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now, Michael Garcia. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And another ball. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. Right through there for a strike. Now this is in the air down the line. Judge. And there are 2 outs.
The right fielder, number 9, Vinny
Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. He is struck out and he is walked. And first offering is fouled off. Smoked on the ground a second. LeMahieu gets it to first. That is the inning. Nothing doing for the Royals, and we're still knotted at 0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher
Number
on the mound.
64.
Steven Cruz.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
The shortstop,
And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. Cruz goes 6 feet 7 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Next pitch inside, and now 2-0. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. His 9th homer of the year. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
There's the strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Handles, throws to first. That's the first out in the top of the 7th.
Now batting, second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Up to the plate steps DJ LeMahieu. In there for strike 1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And there's a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good eye in that spot.
That's a ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the top half of inning number 7. Just misses with that one.
Ball.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Got him looking. And there's 2 down. So 2 down now, and here is Austin Wells. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And another ball. That's towards center. Isbell settles underneath it and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Yankees draw first blood on a solo shot. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show.
Pitching for the
We're
Yankees.
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th.
56.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Salvi steps into the box now.
These fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
That's in there. Strike 1. And he can't come up with it. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there. Jack Caglione now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. And that skips in the dirt. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. There's the swing and a miss.
1 and 2's the count.
That's off the mark. 2 and 2. Hit hard, should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
All over that one right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ballgame.
Now here is Drew Waters. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
0-1.
So the tying run at second. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses to first. That's the second out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now the DH, John Ray. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And that's in for a strike. Caglione stands at second with 2 gone.
Next offering is downstairs.
Line drive. Drops into the glove, and that is the inning. So one left for Kansas City, and it remains 1-0.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Royals.
back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the 8th.
65.
Noah Cameron.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
0 for 3 in this
Rice.
one.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. That one's in there, 0-1. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to third. Off balance feed. There's one. Relay to first. Double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Fastball for a strike.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. To the right side, India. Slings to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 8th coming up. Yankees 1 and the Royals nothing.
Now pitching for
Back
the New
now,
York
new
Yankees.
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the
Number
bottom of the
71.
8th. Ian Hamilton.
Well, he's been
Ian
excellent against left-handed
Hamilton.
hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
Kyle
Leading
Isbell
up
steps in for the Royals.
The center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. On the run, sent it over to first. Low throw, picked, he's safe.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Now it's the second baseman, Jonathan India. Trying to move him over here. Rice. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
And now a huge at-bat coming up as Bobby Witt Jr. steps in. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And fouled off. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And it drops in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single tie game here in the 8th.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Here's the third baseman, Michael Garcia. A bunt and it's popped up. Puts it away for the out.
the right fielder, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
And now it's going to be Vinny Pasquantino. There's the strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Two on, one out. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one ripped. Grisham is there, makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He scores. That's a big sacrifice fly. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ian Hamilton is done, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
New pitcher for the Yankees, Ryan Yarbrough.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And the batter now, Salvador Perez. 1 for 3. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's 0-1.
Witt leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
And now Jack Caglione.
0-1.
Ball one
That's
there.
ball.
Double-barreled action
One ball,
in
one
the bullpen. Yerry De Los Santos getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Hill also throwing. Two on, 2 outs. Dives and he can't hang on. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Couple of singles back to back. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case. Now the base is loaded. Big
just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the hill, Seth Lugo. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ben Rice, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Falling
That's
behind
the ball.
2-1. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. One gone here. It's Aaron Judge now. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. And ball 1 to Judge. And downstairs.
Down.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
Batting
Pretty
first,
tough for the
the left
infielders
fielder,
to do anything with that one. He pulled it
Bellinger.
hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Bellinger up to hit. Swinging a foul straight back. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man at first, one away. That one not close. And it's 3-2. Got him swinging.
Well, getting a good look at the pitcher here in the first inning isn't a bad thing. I know he struck out, but you can live with that as long as the other hitters in this lineup can learn something from it.
Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate. And that's in there for strike 1. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
0-2.
Down the line. And that's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Struck him out looking. One left for the Yankees. The Royals will get their chance now in a scoreless ball game. Back after this on the show. Back here in Kansas City, and going to the mound in this one for the Yankees, Will Warren.
Well, you know this guy wants to be better than that. I mean, the ERA is bloated. He understands that he's got to put his team in a better position to win ball games. And at this point, you have to forget about your own individual stats, and you have to go out there and attack and try to get that W. And if you do that, you'll look up, and most likely that ERA will have dropped over time.
Bottom of the first. Here's the second baseman, Jonathan India.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into left field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
There's the strike. India gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Tapped softly on the ground. Good feed. That's one. Over to first. Safe. Now the third baseman, Michael Garcia, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Line to left. Pulls it in on the run. And there's two down.
Batting fourth.
And here now the lineup for the Royals. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Salvador Perez.
Well, Boog, there aren't many guys who have a flair for the big moment like he does. I mean, batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. Are you kidding me? I know it's not guaranteed or an automatic, but I hope we get to see him in a close, late-game situation with runners in scoring position and just see, is he truly a machine or not?
Hitting the air out to center field. Grisham trying to get there. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Royals leave one. We played an inning. No score. Second inning set to go. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Chisholm Jr.
Lugo back to work. Chisholm, 27 years old, and he was born in the Bahamas.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
2-1.
Next pitch is inside. 3-1. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The shortstop, Anthony.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And there's a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here goes the runner. And a foul ball. And that one way outside. 1-2 to count. Battling here as he fouls it away. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now here's Trent Grisham. Runner on the go. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A massive home run. His 14th of the year, and they grab the lead. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And that one is lifted in the air. Isbell sizes this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Austin Wells digs in now. First pitch misses.
That's a ball.
And that one fouled off. In the air out towards right center. Isbell brings it in for the 3rd out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, bottom of the 2nd. And to the plate for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. On the ground to Jazz. Throws to first, and they get Perez for the out.
The first baseman, Jack Caglione.
Now it's the rookie first baseman, Jack Caglione. Just missed.
That's down.
Warren certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. Swing and a foul out of play.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing guys from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
Over to first, and a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, Drew Waters.
Drew Waters stands in. Grounds 1 to short. Volpe throws it to first in time. Royals set down in order. Royals bats are quiet there. They trail it here 2-0. And we're back out of the 3rd inning. And now Ben Rice. Line drive, and that's a base hit to right. And a good start to the inning.
He was all over that one. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on.
Judge takes low, second trip to the plate in this one. Move to first. Rice back in on a dive. Rice gets his lead at first with nobody out. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw, tag, out. What a throw by Salvador Perez.
Now, I got to admit, I'm kind of shocked he got caught stealing right there because of how big the lead was over at first base. Catcher doesn't throw very well either, but for whatever reasons, things came together, and they got the out at second. Really impressive job, I'd say.
Inside,
nope,
just missed. And there's the automatic.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Judge rips that one. Pasquantino pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Two out, space is empty. Here's Cody Bellinger. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. 2 out, space is empty. Clips the corner, and that is strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
He swings and crushes one. Deep on its way. Way back there. Gone. It's a belly bomb. A monster shot to right. And they add a run. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Look at that. Pure reaction. Fastball up and in. Not an easy pitch to get to, but because it was just a reflex, he didn't have time to get long with this swing.
So 2 away with nobody on. Paul Goldschmidt now.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1.
And that's in the
1-1.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Waters makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So up now for Kansas City, John Ray. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fouled off left side. That's off the inside corner. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Judge pulls that one down. 1 down.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, Kyle.
And now the center fielder, Kyle Isbell. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Out to short, Volpe. On the run, throw to first. Pretty nice play there.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So the Royals batting order turns over. Jonathan India at the plate. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Bounced up the middle. Fires over to first. And that will end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. There's a strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Ball. 2-1.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Next offering is down low.
We got a full count.
Goes down looking.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Makes a sliding stop, fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
2 down, bases empty. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Yankees up by 3. Inside, almost got him. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just missed.
2-2.
Swing and a ground ball. India over to first in time. That takes care of Grisham. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Yankees 3 and the Royals nothing. Back here in Kansas City, bottom of the 4th, stepping in, Bobby Witt Jr.
Witt Jr.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
On the ground to third. Jazz tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Michael Garcia.
Michael Garcia steps in for the Royals. He's 0 for 1. That misses. And that is ball 1. That one hit the knees for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bellinger snags it for the 2nd out.
The right fielder, number 9, Vinny.
And here is Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. There's a strike. And that one clips the corner.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there, and that ball is gone. He sends it out of here. His 11th of the year, and they're on the board. It's 3-1.
That one got in the jet stream on a line drive. You saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ball game.
Now a chance for Salvador Perez. And a strike on the outside corner at 95. Next offering is fouled back. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe throws across the diamond, and they get Perez for the out. And that is the third out of the inning. The Royals get one back on this solo homer. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, top five, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, DJ LeMahieu. Lugo back to work. And there's the strike. LeMahieu measures 6 feet 4 inches, 36 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch to LeMahieu. And that's outside. And it's 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Wells stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that skips in the dirt. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And now it's filled up.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
9th pitch of the at-bat due next. That's to third. Tosses to first. That was a strong at-bat, even though he couldn't find a way on base.
First baseman, number 22, Ben Rice.
Back to the top of the Yankee order, Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. 1 for 2. Outside low. Ball 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Royals. Michael Lorenzen getting ready to go. Ersig warming up as well. 2 down, nobody on. Pitch is in there, and the count 1-1.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Warning track, wall, and you can touch them all, baseball man. And they add to their lead. It's 4-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. You feel like everything goes slow motion when a breaking ball like that leaves the hand right down the middle of the plate, and it's like the pitcher's screaming, "No!" and the hitter's saying, "Yes!" and the ball gets tattooed for a big home run.
And the Royals manager making his way towards the mound now as he will make the move. Seth Lugo out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching from
Michael
the Royals,
Lorenzen taking over on the
number
mound.
24.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Michael Lorenzen.
Yeah, the hard-throwing righty trying to secure these outs against a potent Yankee lineup, and it starts with Aaron Judge. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across, and we're at the top of the 5th. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-2 down.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the inning, and to the plate for Kansas City, Jack Caglione.
Jack Caglione.
To the right side, LeMahieu is there. Sends it to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The left fielder, number 8, Drew Waters.
And next up for the Royals, Drew Waters. 0 for 1 so far. Gets the outside corner with that one.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage pitching all game long.
The Yankees leading by 3, last half of inning number 5. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in. Out number 2.
Up next for the Royals, the designated
2
hitter,
outs, base is empty. John Ray steps in for the Royals. Flied to right his first time. Foul ball. And a foul ball. 0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. KC down in order, and they trail it 4-1. Top of the 6th inning. Here comes Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Got it. And one out now. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Missing inside, and a count even 1-1. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Isbell moving under this one. Hauls it in for the out. And the batter now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. A strikeout and a walk. First pitch doesn't find the zone. And it's fouled away. One now. Out to short. Witt. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Runner on the go. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. Got it. Nice grab. And that's the 3rd out. So no runs, no hits, and 1 error, but they leave him stranded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. The Yankees 4 and the Royals 1. Bottom of the 6th. So up now for Kansas City, Kyle Isbell.
Kyle Isbell.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Well, these Royals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Back to the top of the lineup, Jonathan India steps in for the Royals. Ball 1, no strikes. One down, base is empty. Popped up. Wells under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
The batter, number 7. Shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr.
So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Oh, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man.
Strikes.
They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That missed inside. Ball 2.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing doing for the Royals, and this is still a 4-1 ball game.
Now pitching for the
So the Royals bring on a new arm, Angel Serpa.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Here's the center fielder, Trent Grisham. He's already homered here in this one.
Grisham.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Serpa. He's someone that fills up the strike zone, so he doesn't give up a lot of walks, but because he's in the zone so much, a decent amount of hits occur. That one ripped right center field. That's back there. And this one carries into the party porch for a home run. Now that's quite the party favor. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
And he's got to get ahead early in the count and then be able to mix up his speeds, add and subtract some velocity, but command is the big key, throwing the ball where he wants to.
0-1. Out towards right center field. Pasquantino under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. Then there's one down.
The catcher, number 28,
Austin Wells getting ready to hit. Popped in the air, left field. Waters puts it away, and there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 22.
2 down, base is empty.
Rice.
Ben Rice will hit next. He's already homered in this game. First pitch, and he just misses. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that. Solo homer extends the Yankees lead. It's now 5-1. Bottom of the 7th, down to third baseman, Maikel Garcia.
Third baseman, Maikel Garcia.
And a first offering, a fastball for a strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
On the ground to third. Sends it across to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The right fielder, number 9, Vinny Pasquantino.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vinny Pasquantino.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
He swings and fouls one off. That one misses in the dirt. Just off the outside edge.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
That one the other way. Hauls it in, 2 away.
The catcher, number 13.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the Royals catcher, Salvador Perez. He's grounded out a couple of times. A little bit high, and that's ball 1.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-0. On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first, and they get Perez for the out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Royals bats are quiet there. They're down here 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th, digging in, Aaron Judge.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Serpa back to work. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
To first, Judge out on the play.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Serpa, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's in there at the knees.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss. 2 away.
You know, Boog, you often think a slider is more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Two down, base is empty. Paul Goldschmidt now at the plate. In there, and it's 0-1. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board.
That one way inside. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. They're up 5-1. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Jack Caglione. The Royals in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
That catches the outside corner. And the count is 0-2.
0-2.
Movement in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga preparing to come on if needed. Yarbrough also getting ready. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Drew Waters. In the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Hitter,
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, John Rave.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The Yanks leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 5-1.
Now pitching for the
Lucas Erceg comes on now.
He's having an excellent season so far. ERA is under 2. A lot of flexibility coming out of the bullpen.
Here's the third baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
That one a little bit high, and it's 2-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back there. Splash landing. It's into the fountains for a huge home run. What a blast. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 10 on the year. And they add to the lead. It's 6-1. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
And next for New York, Anthony Volpe. First pitch swinging.
0 balls, 1 strike.
And he drops it down the third baseline. And that goes foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
And now the center fielder, Trent Grisham. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Next one misses, and the count 1-2.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. One down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
LeMahieu in the box now as he leaves that one up high. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. And that is out of play.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Next offering way upstairs. Downstairs, and it misses ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Wells in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Next pitch misses inside, and it's a ball and a strike.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. LeMahieu off of first with 2 away. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Pitching for the
Back
Yankees.
now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Jonathan Loaisiga.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So up now for
Leading
Kansas City, Kyle Isbell.
The center fielder, Kyle Isbell.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Well, they didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all, and that at bat, nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
India, the next to hit, takes outside. Just missed. The Yankees leading by 5 here in the last half of inning number 9. And another ball.
3-0.
There's a strike. And now 3-1. And he couldn't come up with it.
Take your base.
Close pitch there, but you got to forget about that call if you're out on the mound.
Number
you can't
7.
let it affect you going forward. You've got to get out of the inning first, and then if you want to be frustrated, take it out in the dugout.
Witt in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. That one deep left field and forget it. An absolute smash to left. It's 6-3. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it.
So, Singy, this is a little bit of a surprise. A guy known for line drives hits one over the fence.
Well, if you're a little too early to get some elevation in the ball, get out of the ballpark, for him, it's kind of a mistake. But you know what? When you have such a good approach, every now and then you're going to run into one.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Jonathan Loaisiga gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, Devin Williams.
Now pitching.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
So digging in, Michael Garcia. 0 for 3 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one fouled off.
Ball.
Lifted in the air, right center field. LeMahieu sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So it's their last chance in this one. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. That is upstairs for ball 1. Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-0.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. And there's a foul ball. The Royals down to their final strike. And now it's 3-2. drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Hit one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's going to be Salvador Perez. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
That one not
1-1.
close, and it's 1-1. Foul ball there. Runner at second, 2 down. And it's even up.
2-2.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. Ball game.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB.